Section 1, Core Knowledge of the Unit. Do your best to answer these questions based on your understanding of the novel Wonder. 1. Who sits with August at lunch on the first day of school? A. Julian, B. Summer, C. Jack, D. Via. 2. What happens to August on Halloween? A. He catches a cold while trick-or-treating. B. Summer does not go to the Halloween parade with him. C. He overhears Jack saying mean things about him. D. His Boba Fett costume is damaged, so he has to choose a different costume. 3. Which of the following people are not narrators in Wonder? Choose 2. A. Julian, B. Summer, C. Jack, D. Via, E. Mr. Tushman. Number 4. Which of the following statements is the best summary of the main conflict of Wonder? A. August Pullman is best friends with Jack Will, but they have a falling out when August discovers that Jack isn't really his friend. B. Olivia Pullman is an understudy for the lead role in the school play, but doesn't want her brother to attend the play. C. August Pullman and his friends are attacked in the woods by a group of older students. D. August Pullman was born with a facial difference and must navigate the challenges of attending school for the first time. Number 5. Read the following 2 excerpts from Wonder below. Excerpt 1, from Major Tom, narrated by Via. Since Miranda's always been really good about calling us as soon as she got home from summer camp, I was a little surprised when I didn't hear from her. I even texted her and she didn't reply. Then I realized from her Facebook wall that she'd actually been back home for a full 2 weeks. So I sent her an IM and we chatted online a bit, but she didn't give me a reason for not calling, which I thought was bizarre. So I ended up not seeing either Miranda or Ella, our other friend, until the first day of school. And I have to admit, I was shocked. Miranda looked so different. Here she was, all pink-haired and tube-topped. Excerpt 2, from Camp Lies, narrated by Miranda. When I got home from camp, I called Ella right away to make plans with her. I don't know why I didn't call Via. I guess I just didn't feel like talking about stuff with her. She would have asked me about my parents, about camp. Ella never really asked me about things. She was an easier friend to have in that way. She wasn't serious like Via. She was fun. She thought it was cool when I dyed my hair pink. Question 6. Based on these excerpts, how does point of view affect a story? The point of view impacts the details in a story, since the narrator can only share what they know. The point of view changes the events in a story. Each narrator describes different events. The point of view impacts which characters are in a story, as different narrators include different characters. D. The point of view changes the theme of a story, since each narrator is meant to share a different message about life. Number 7. How would you describe August's character change in the novel? A. August becomes less mature throughout the story. B. August gains more trust in Julian over the course of the story. C. August becomes more confident in himself. Or D. August realizes that the world will never be kind to him. 8. Which of the following best explains why August's mother thanks August at the end of the novel? A. August walks with her when no one else does. B. She believes the world is better because August is in it. C. August dedicated his award to her. D. August listened to her when she said that he must attend school. 9. Which of the following statements best explains why R.J. Palacio included multiple narrators throughout Wonder? She wanted her readers to realize how powerful it is to hear individual perspectives on the same story. B. She didn't want her reader to get bored by only hearing from August. C. She wanted to write a story with many different characters. D. She wanted her readers to focus on only one conflict in the story. Open response. Answer the question below to the best of your ability. You should use your book to help you answer this question. You should write a claim and include at least 2 pieces of evidence. What is its theme in the novel Wonder? Section 2. Application in a new text. Read the passage, then answer the questions that follow. The following passage is taken from a second book by R.J. Palacio called Augie and Me. This passage is narrated from the point of view of Julian. Ordinary. Okay. I know. I haven't been nice to August Pullman. Big deal. It's not the end of the world, people. Let's stop with the drama, okay? There's a whole big world out there, and not everyone is nice to everyone else. That's just the way it is. So can you please get over it? I think it's time to move on and get on with your life, don't you? Jeez. I don't get it. I really don't. One minute, I'm like the most popular kid in the 5th grade, and the next minute, I'm like, I don't know, whatever. This bites. This whole year bites. I wish August Pullman had never come to Beecher Prep in the first place. I wish he had kept his creepy little face hidden away, like in the Phantom of the Opera or something. Put a mask on, Augie. Get your face out of my face, please. Everything would be a lot easier if you would just disappear. At least for me. I'm not saying it's a picnic for him either, by the way. I know it can't be easy for him to look in the mirror every day or walk down the street, but that's not my problem. My problem is that everything's different since he came to my school. The kids are different, I'm different, and it sucks big time. I wish everything was the way it used to be in the 4th grade. We had so much fun back then. We would play tackle tag in the yard, and not to brag, but everyone always wanted a piece of me, you know? I'm just saying. Everyone always wanted to be my partner when we do social studies projects, and everyone always laughed when I said something funny. At lunchtime, I'd always sit with my peeps, and we were like it. We were totally it. Henry, Miles, Amos, Jack, we were it. It was so cool. We had all these secret jokes, little hand signals for stuff. I don't know why that had to change. I don't know why everyone got so stupid about stuff. Actually, I do know why. It was because of Augie Pullman. The moment he showed up, that's when things stopped being the way they used to be. Everything was totally ordinary, and now things are messed up, and it's because of him. And Mr. Tishman. In fact, it's kind of totally Mr. Tishman's fault. Mr. Tishman. It was the day I was supposed to be a welcome buddy at Beecher Prep. I met Charlotte Cody and Jack Will in the front lobby, and we said hello to each other. Mr. Tishman came into the office. He was tall, kind of thin, with messy gray hair. Hey guys, he said, smiling. I'm Mr. Tishman. You must be Charlotte. He shook Charlotte's hand. And you are? He looked at me. Julian, I said. Julian, he repeated, smiling. He shook my hand. And you're Jack Will, he said to Jack, and shook his hand too. So guys, he said, kind of slapping his hands against his thighs, it's really nice of you to give up your afternoon to do this. In a few minutes, I'm going to introduce you to the boy who's coming to my office, and I just wanted to give you a heads up about him beforehand. I mean, I told your moms a little bit about him. Did they talk to you? Charlotte and Jack both nodded, but I shook my head. My mom just said he'd had a bunch of surgeries, I said. Well, yes, answered Mr. Tishman. But did she explain about his face? I have to say, this is the point when I started thinking, okay, what the heck am I doing here? I mean, I don't know, I said, scratching my head. I tried to think back to what Mom had told me. I hadn't really paid attention. I think most of the time she was going on and on about what an honor it was that I'd been chosen. She really didn't emphasize that there was something wrong with the kid. She said that you said the kid had a lot of scars and stuff, like he'd been in a fire. I didn't quite say that, said Mr. Tishman, raising his eyebrows. What I told your mom is that this boy has a severe craniofacial difference. Oh, right, I interrupted, because now I remembered. She did use that word. She said it was like a cleft lip or something. Mr. Tishman scrunched up his face. Well, he said, lifting his shoulders and tilting his head left and right, it's a little more than that. He got up and patted my shoulder. I'm sorry if I didn't make that clear to your mom. In any case, I don't mean to make this awkward for you. In fact, it's exactly because I don't want it to be awkward that I'm talking to you right now. I just wanted to give you a heads up that this boy definitely looks very different from other children. And that's not a secret. He knows he looks different. He was born that way. He gets that. He's a great kid, very smart, very nice. He's never gone to a regular school before because he was homeschooled, because of all of his surgeries. So that's why I just want you guys to show him around a bit, get to know him, be his welcome buddies. You can totally ask him questions if you want. Talk to him normally. He's really just a normal kid with a face that, is not so normal. He looked at us and took a deep breath. Oh boy, I think I've just made you all more nervous, haven't I? We shook our heads. He rubbed his forehead. He said, one of the things you learn when you get old like me is that sometimes a new situation will come along and you'll have no idea what to do. There's no rule book that tells you how to act in every given situation in life, So what I always say is that it's always better to err on the side of kindness. That's the secret. If you don't know what to do, just be kind. You can't go wrong, which is why I asked you three to help me out here, because I'd heard from your lower school teacher that you're all really nice kids. 11. What do the details in paragraphs 5 and 6 suggest about Julian? He really wishes that he could be closer friends with August. He believes the school year could have been different if he had been friends with August. He blames August for changing his friendships and image at school. He is glad for the opportunity to go to a different school next year. Based on paragraphs 19 through 23, which sentence best explains the difference in the characters' reactions to Mr. Tishman's invitation? Jack and Charlotte seem to understand the situation while Julian doesn't. Jack and Julian are both nervous while Charlotte is confident. All of the children react differently to hearing about August's facial difference for the first time. Julian's reaction shows that he is going to be kind, while the other characters seem like they might tease August. 13. Which of the following best explains why R.J. Palacio wrote additional chapters from Julian's perspective? We understand more about Julian's motivations and why he was unkind to August. We get to meet the character of Mr. Tishman for the first time. We better understand what Jack was thinking on the day he first met August. We learn more about August's opinions and Julian and why. We learn more about August's opinions about Julian and why August didn't want to be Julian's friend. 14. Which detail from the novel best expresses the theme of this excerpt? I haven't been nice to August Pullman, paragraph 3. I'm not saying it's a picnic for him either, by the way, paragraph 7. That's the secret. If you don't know what to do, just be kind, paragraph 30. I'd heard from your lower school teacher that you're all really nice kids, paragraph 30. Open response. Answer the question below to the best of your ability. You should use your book to help you answer this question. You should write a claim and include at least 2 pieces of evidence. What does this passage reveal about Julian?